This is an NBC News special report.
Joy Johnson emailed us.
I think there's a lot of reason to be hopeful and optimistic at the future of Utah. As we look at the data, we see that, in fact, those applying for unemployment is dropping for about 7 weeks in a row now, so that's a good sign that more and more people are going back to work, at least not being put out of work. I do want to mention, though, one area that's of significant concern for me and others. An area that's really been ravaged by the coronavirus is the Navajo Nation. They have the highest rate of infection and death rate now in the nation, in the United States.
This pandemic has hit all of the tribal lands hard and very seriously. The Navajo Nation has especially been suffering at high numbers. Utah is partnering with the Utah Farm Bureau and Farmers Feeding Utah in the delivery of 16,000 pounds of lamb, 300 head of sheep, and 10,000 pounds of flour, as well as a bi-weekly delivery of fresh vegetables to the Navajo Nation chapter areas in Utah.
Because of COVID, some people are on lockdown, quarantine. They feel lonely, they feel depressed. They feel that maybe no one's thinking about them. So with this sheep, it has given people what they tell me is hope and that somebody cares about them.
We have been strong, and we will remain strong. And I know of no better way to do that than to strengthen one another. And here we are at one of the darkest moments in our state's history, where we're at this incredible paradox, where we still have the same number of people eating the same number of meals every day, and yet the people producing that food are losing money, and we have people that are going hungry because they have food insecurity. And here, stepping into the breach, we have the Farm Bureau and all of these farmers who are stepping up and saying, hey, there's a way that we can solve this together, and we're willing to help.
That was going to be in the Salt Lake Valley, and one thing that I'm learning is as a producer, as a farmer, I see all this food that we grow, and here we are just 50 miles from my house. You find so many people that just really are in need. And our goal is to come to the central part of the state in Salt Lake and really help those that are in need there. And this COVID thing, I look to myself and think, I've thought to myself for a month or two, man, we're almost over this. We're about to the end, and then we keep having cases spike. There's so many more. People are still getting sick, and the economy isn't back to normal. It's a tough time to get through, and it's cool to see people come together and make these small donations, and as they make these donations, it blesses people's lives. It's the coolest thing ever.
But Utah farmers are passionate about feeding people. So the Utah Farm Bureau launched Farmers Feeding Utah. Donations to the nonprofit campaign went to farmers to purchase their products, and the Utah Farm Bureau handled processing costs and partnered with hunger relief organizations to get the food directly to needy families. Farmers Feeding Utah is the latest example of how Utahns come together to protect lives and livelihoods and to overcome adversity.